Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members, currently right now in the state of Colorado, private sales are unregulated. Basically, what House Bill 1229 will do, it will require a background check on all gun transfers in the state of Colorado. Currently, our laws only require a background check if you go to a licensed dealer. That would be a new place to buy a gun. Or if you go to a gun show in the state of Colorado, you have to complete a background check. So we're halfway there. What I'm trying to do at this point is to close the circle, close that loophole, so that if you want to buy a gun from a private seller, then you also would have to complete a background check. It is estimated that 40% of all guns purchased occur without a background check. That allows hundreds and thousands of guns to get in the hands of criminals each year. A recent undercover investigation showed that 62% of private sellers on the internet were willing to sell to someone who actually admitted that they couldn't pass a background check due to a prior felony. Also, according to a national survey of incarcerated individuals, 80% of those who use a handgun in a crime required it from a private seller. The private sales loophole is a way for criminals to skirt around our background check system so they can get access to guns. And just to remind you, it was in 2000, after Columbine in Colorado, we voted to close the gun show loophole. That vote was 70% to a 30% margin, which meant that before any gun could transfer at a gun show, the buyer had to pass a background check. So, we know in order to close this loophole, we need to make sure that everyone who wants to buy a gun from a private seller has to complete a background check. Facts about it: states who require a background check for every handgun sales means that fewer women will be shot by an intimate partner because they will be restricted from buying that handgun or whatever gun it is from a classified ad or from the internet. Because if you are considered a domestic violent abuser, they just skirt around our system, look on the internet, and they buy a handgun. You may have recalled a situation that happened in Arizona. This gunman, had a restraining order on him. He advertised in the paper he was looking for a gun and he had $300 and he would buy a gun. He bought the gun, went into an Arizona salon and shot his wife and 2 other employees at that salon. So background checks do save lives. I'm going to be sharing some statistics that relates to the number of denials that we have in the state of Colorado as it relates to CBI InstaCheck. And I'll get this over there for you all to look at. But just in 1 month alone, and this will be in January of 2013, 956 denials. We were able to keep those guns out of 956 people who were denied access to a gun. And this is with people trying to access the gun legally through a gun show or through a licensed dealers. The kind of people who were trying to get guns in the month of January, 42 restraining orders. We had some that were fugitives, sexual assaults, robbery, burglary, larceny. So what House Bill 1229 will do, it will require private sellers to perform a background check before the sale is completed. It will require that the seller goes to a licensed dealer to get that background check. It does provide for several exemptions in the bill for those who might want to give it as a gift to a family member, for those who might want to transfer the gun if they're hunting or fishing or those kinds of things. And so we did provide lots of exceptions, not a lot, but some that would address maybe some concerns that you might have. It also includes penalties for those who are non-compliant with performing a background check before the gun is sold. So I will conclude my remarks by just asking for a yes vote on House Bill 1229.
Thank you, Representative.